Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to look at what lies in the center of your brain. What is this structure? What are its functions? And why should you care? Well, first, let's get an overview. In the next 6 minutes or so, we will take you on a journey through the central structure of your brain. We will explain how it helps you decide which memories to keep and which ones to forget, how it keeps track of who you are and who you're talking to, and how it lets you know if somebody is trying to trick you. If you like these kinds of videos, subscribe and stay updated. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into it. The central part of your brain consists of several different structures, but they all work together to form one cohesive system. Let's quickly see where it is located. This is a side view of your brain. Over here is the left hemisphere, and over here is the right hemisphere. And in the middle, we have this central structure called the midbrain. That's what we'll be focusing on today. The midbrain is also sometimes referred to as the limbic system, but don't want to get confused because that term refers to a group of structures that kind of surround the midbrain. These structures are important too, and we might cover them in another video. But today, we want to focus on the midbrain itself. As we look inside, we'll see some amazing things. First, we have this big gray mass here, and that's actually called the tectum. It's important for orienting yourself to your environment and for making sure you pay attention to what's going on around you. There's also a lot of white matter in the midbrain, and that's important for connecting different parts of the brain with each other. Finally, there's another gray area here called the tegmentum, and this is probably the most important part of the midbrain because it contains several structures that are responsible for key functions. These structures work together to regulate your emotions, to help you make decisions, and to process rewards. All of these things are really important for understanding how we interact with our environment. So now that we know where it's located and what's in it, let's talk about what it does. The midbrain is involved in a lot of important functions, but today we're going to focus on 3: decision-making, self-awareness, and detecting deception. Now, before we dive into each of these topics, please consider hitting the like button. It really helps us reach more people with these kinds of important topics. Also, let's take a quick break and test your knowledge. Which of these is not something the midbrain is involved in? Is it A, decision-making, B, processing emotions, or C, controlling eye movements? Pause the video here if you want to make a guess. All right, let's start with decision-making. You see, our brains are constantly bombarded with information from our environment. Every day we have to make countless decisions about what to pay attention to and what to ignore. The midbrain plays a crucial role in this process by helping us decide which memories to keep and which ones to forget. It does this by regulating the flow of information throughout the brain. This means that the midbrain helps us filter out unimportant information so that we can focus on what's really important. Without this ability, we would be overwhelmed by the amount of information we receive every day. For example, imagine you're at a party with lots of people talking, music playing, and drinks being served. Our midbrain helps you decide what to pay attention to, like maybe a conversation you're having or a song that catches your ear. By filtering out the background noise, your midbrain helps you focus on what matters most to you in that moment. This ability to filter information is crucial for making good decisions. It allows us to focus on the most important information available and to ignore the rest. But it's not just about filtering out information. The midbrain also helps us assign emotional significance to memories. This means that the midbrain helps us remember things that are emotionally important to us. Like the smell of freshly cut grass might bring back happy childhood memories of playing outside. On the other hand, the midbrain also helps us forget unpleasant memories, so that we can move on and focus on the present moment. This is an important part of our ability to cope with stress and adversity. Without the midbrain's help in forgetting unpleasant memories, we might become overwhelmed by negative emotions and be unable to function effectively. Overall, the midbrain's role in decision-making is crucial. It allows us to focus on what matters most, assign emotional significance to memories, and move on from negative experiences. Next, let's talk about self-awareness. Self-awareness is another important function of the midbrain. This is the ability to be aware of yourself and your place in the world. The midbrain helps us keep track of who we are and who we're talking to by processing information from our senses and comparing it to our previous experiences. This allows us to form a coherent sense of self and to interact with others in a meaningful way. For example, when you meet someone new, Your midbrain helps you process their facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. It then compares this information to your past experiences to help you form a first impression of them. This helps you decide how to act around them and how to respond to them. The midbrain also plays a role in our ability to recognize ourselves in the mirror. This is a key part of developing a sense of self. When we see ourselves in the mirror, our midbrain helps us compare our own appearance to our mental representation of ourselves. This allows us to confirm that we are, in fact, ourselves. Without this ability, we wouldn't be able to develop a coherent sense of self. Finally, let's discuss the midbrain's role in detecting deception. The midbrain plays an important role in helping us detect when someone is trying to trick us. It does this by processing information from our senses and comparing it to our previous experiences. This allows us to identify inconsistencies in what someone is saying or doing and to determine whether or not they are being truthful. For example, if someone is telling us a story but their body language suggests that they are nervous or uncomfortable, our midbrain can help us identify this inconsistency and determine that they may be lying. Similarly, if someone's facial expressions do not match what they are saying, our midbrain can help us detect this deception. By being able to detect when someone is lying, we are better able to protect ourselves from being manipulated or harmed. Overall, the midbrain plays a vital role in our ability to interact with the world around us. It helps us make decisions, be aware of ourselves, and detect when someone is trying to deceive us. While this is not an exhaustive list of the midbrain's functions, it gives us a glimpse into the complexity and importance of this structure. As we come to the end of this journey through the central part of your brain, we hope you've learned something new and gained a deeper appreciation for the amazing complexity of your brain. Remember, you have the power to change your brain for the better. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this channel so far, and I hope you subscribed already. If you didn't do it, and if you did, watch this video right there. I think that will help you too.